If you have money to give, you should consider giving it to Graduate Student Congress, because I guarantee you that every dollar that you give them gets passed on to students at UK who are desperately in need of that funding. My name's Chhaya Kolavalli. I graduated with a PhD from the anthropology department in spring of 2018. I am now in a postdoc position at the University of Kentucky at the Center for Equality and Social Justice as assistant director there. And while I was a PhD student in the anthropology department, I got a Graduate Student Congress Travel Award, which I used to travel to my discipline's largest conference, the American Association of Anthropology. My dissertation is focused on urban greening policies in the US. So a lot of cities are, when they're thinking about redeveloping, they're thinking more and more about how do we get more urban green space into our cities? How do we encourage folks to be growing their own food? How do we make our cities bikeable? And all of those things are great, but all of those things have really racialized impacts. I learned that real estate agents are capitalizing on like green amenities, like community gardens, like farmers markets, to raise their rents. So they'll list that in their listings, and then concurrently the following year they'll be able to raise rent based on that amenity. So when we're talking about how much food we grow in the urban core, or like, you know, a community garden bringing abundance to folks who can't afford food, oftentimes that means that we're bringing food in and forcing out folks who really do need that food. I used the Graduate Student Congress Travel Award to go to the AAAs right when I was writing out my dissertation, and my committee strongly encouraged me to go because it was helpful at that time to get feedback on what I was writing about, meet other folks who were working on similar topics that hadn't been published as of yet. I wouldn't have been able to afford to go without the support of Graduate Student Congress. As most of these important annual conferences are in major US cities, like costly cities, it is incredibly important that Graduate Student Congress helps subsidize the cost of this professional development for grad students at UK. And since so much of what Grad Student Congress does benefits marginalized students at UK, it's doubly important that they have funding to distribute.